Warning, this podcast contains face transplants. What's up, everyone, and welcome to the ASOTV podcast for Gotham, Season 3, Episode 8, Blood Rush. I'm your host, Dom. With me, we have Nikki and Cleo. John. Hi, John.
I got a room transplant.
Isn't that weird? You did.
Room transplant.
You confused me for a second there.
I just stole her house.
Oh, okay. It's the same thing.
Nice place.
Mm-hmm.
Got a couple cats. They're nice.
Yeah. So, what'd you guys think of this episode?
It was very interesting.
Jim had a new emotion.
Yeah, what was it?
It was tepid happiness, I'm going to call it.
Can you make like a flow chart? Not a flow chart. Can you make just like a chart? I don't know if you've ever seen it. Where it sticks onto the refrigerator and it's got the picture frame. Today I'm feeling, and then you put the emotion. Like I need that for Jim Gordon. Jim.
There's only like 2 or 3, so
yeah.
But we got one more, so that's great. Season 3, 3 emotions. We're getting there.
One per season. You know?
Yes.
It's pretty good. Pretty good. We had a lot with Barnes this episode, and I absolutely loved everything that happened.
Yep.
He got so crazy.
He did. Now, with everything that happened, he starts hearing voices and stuff in his head. I think they're kind of directing him in, like, they're giving us the character, the Judge, from the animated series. That's what it seems like to me.
He said, "I am the judge. I am
the jury and
the executioner." So, yeah.
Almost Judge Dredd.
I know next episode is called The Executioner, but I feel like they're basing it off of the animated. I think he's going to be technically all 3. But there were not specific roles in the animated series. There was just the Judge. And the Judge kind of took it upon himself to be judge, jury, and executioner. Mm-hmm. But I think this is really cool because this is the first character now that we've had that is potentially straight out of the animated series only. Like, there's a character that was never in the comics or the movies or anything like that.
Oh, that would be really cool if that's true.
So, but it was really cool. We got to see, the very beginning. He's like telling the guy while he was getting groceries or something. He bumps into the cleaner who's doing some body disposal work for the Toad. We had some great names going into this episode. And like the Toad, I was thinking, that's kind of like Alice in Wonderland. Like I'm tying it all into the Mad Hatter, which I don't think it necessarily was supposed to. But we just see Barnes snapping this whole episode, and it was fantastic.
Yeah. He like the actor played it really well.
Oh, God.
Honestly.
He is really good at playing big, strong, angry men.
It's kind of his thing. Yeah.
The only role I've seen him in before this was the strong man on American Horror Story.
He was the Thing in Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Oh, that's where I know him from. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And he was in that cop show. It's an older cop show. I don't remember what it's called now.
Wasn't he in that show with, I think it's called Odd Family or something like that, where the whole family had superpowers? It was only like a 2-season show, and it was, I think, 2004. It was a while ago.
I don't remember that show. But he's been around for a long time.
Yeah.
But he's a good actor. But geez, man, he really took the crazy up a notch. I think
where it shined the most was in the bar. Right?
Yes.
When he's going in and he's looking for the Toad, and the Toad is just like, yeah, fuck off. And like all his goons just start going into him, and he's like, yeah, I'm from the GCPD. I'm the I don't even know what his actual title is there.
I guess he's captain.
Captain. Yeah,
right.
I'm Captain Barnes in the GCPD. And they're just like, yeah, okay, cop. Pff, He would beat the shit out of him, and he just destroyed them. Destroyed the whole gang of them.
It was just like jamming the bottle into the Toad's face. Like, it was so brutal.
It was.
Like, arrest me!
just arrest. That was like the common thing. Everybody was saying that. You know, the Toad was saying that. You had the cleaner was saying that, and then after the Toad reveals, what was his name? Simon. The doctor, who was doing face transplants and killing. He was taking their faces, killing them. The cleaner was disposing of the bodies. And somehow the Toad was the middleman and all that.
Just like profiting from that somehow.
Yeah, I don't know. But Barnes goes in and beats the shit out of that guy. And I was like, oh, well, Barnes is going to kill this guy. But he didn't. He ended up taking him in. So Barnes still has some control. Up to that point, anyway.
At that point, yeah.
Yeah.
But you even see Barnes questioning himself as, questioning his role as law enforcement. Because you see him put his gun and his badge on the desk, like, can I keep doing this? He's having, moral conflict and everything, too, so there's still part of him. But the Simon ends up getting free. The girl ended up not pressing charges, and he walked.
And boy, was that a mistake.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Because later on at Lee and Mario's engagement party, you had he showed up there, right? And oh no, Barnes was not happy.
And just thought
and he did.
First, it looked like Barnes was going to go after Falcone,
which was like, I'm like, please don't.
Yeah,
please don't.
It's not going to end well for either of them.
No. I mean, that would have been it. I was like, wait, dude, you're going to ruin a whole lot of things right now. Please don't go after Falcone, because you can't. You'll be dead. Lee might be dead.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Just don't. And luckily, he kind of held his tongue. But
well, he was on the phone. And he's like, "No, I'm gonna bring the guy in. He's coming at his own." And I'm like, "He's talking about Falcone."
Yeah.
At that point, he didn't even see that the judge. I mean, the judge. That Simon was free.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But then Simon shows up at the party. Barnes follows him to the bathroom, beats the shit out of him, and then throws him through a brick wall down at least 5 flights.
Yep.
Into the car below.
Mm-hmm.
But just before doing that, he told Jim, "Hey, me and you, we're going to clean this town up. It's going to be fun." Yeah.
Luckily, Jim found that a little odd. He was like, what? Okay. Because he kind of... Didn't he say that when Barnes came on the force, didn't he kind of say something like that to Jim? Like they had a similar conversation?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. So that was kind of like weirdly echoing that, it seems.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, obviously because, Jim just recently came back. But even still, I think that's why Jim found it so weird. He's like, well, yeah, like, duh. That's what I'm here for.
And then I was like, there's no way this doctor is still alive after that. Like, he would have probably died just the impact of going through the wall.
Yeah.
Right.
Forget the fall.
Yeah.
And then you look at the fall and the way his head landed in the glass, and it kind of like made this weird like cradle of glass that was like, it looked like if he laid his head back any further, he would have like destroyed his head.
Yeah.
So I was like, there's no way this guy's alive right now, but somehow he was, and it's comics, so these things happen. But I mean, it's like, I don't want to say dying breath, but pretty much, he tells Jim that it's Barnes.
Yeah.
It's not going to go well for Jim. He's going to have to confront Barnes.
And he's already, like, having problems with Mario.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's
Well-
like some weird pissing contest that's just happened.
I don't know if it's necessarily he has problems with Mario. It's more that Lee is
Right.
creating problems for him
Yeah.
and Mario. Because
Yeah.
at the very beginning of the episode, it opened up with her telling, hey, Gordon's coming back to work. I've known for like 10 days now.
Yeah, like,
It's
why
been a
wouldn't
few
you...
days, yeah.
Like, why do you think she... I mean, I know why she didn't do it, but, like, that's really stupid. You should be upfront about that sort of thing.
And if you're going to lie about it, lie about how quickly you've known. Like, don't be like, oh yeah,
I
I've known
just
for like
found out
10
this
days.
morning.
I found out
Yeah.
yesterday and I've been trying to figure out how to break it to you or something, something like that,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like, figure out... Either be completely honest at the get-go.
Or those little white lies, because you're still being truthful. Like, those are the kind of lies that I don't really, look at as being too bad. They're still bad, but,
But, like,
You-
come on, lady. You could have
yeah.
sold it better.
Yeah, exactly. Wrap it up, put it in a nice bow. And that leads all the way to when Jim shows up at the engagement party. And Mario pulls him away, and he's like, look, you knew that if you said to kill Lee, that he was going to shoot your girlfriend, and why would you do that if you didn't have feelings for Lee? And Jim actually took the higher route for once. Right? He tells Mario, lose the jealousy. It makes you look weak. I was like, what?
Told you about yourself.
And Jim was all like calm, collected about it, and Mario just decks him.
Yeah.
Decks him.
Well, I mean, and somewhat deservedly, but like Jim's right. He's like, basically like you're gonna lose her if you keep up with this jealousy thing. Like this is not how you cultivate a relationship. You can like just stop because you're gonna sabotage it yourself, and I'm not gonna. Jim wouldn't have to do anything about it. Like he could just exist, and Mario would ruin it.
But even if Mario ruins it, with Mario being, his father being Don Falcone, we're gonna have problems because there's no way that Falcone and Jim are gonna be able to work together after this.
No.
Things are just gonna go bad.
I mean, we know
Really
that
bad.
this relationship is going up in flames. We know this.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no way in hell it's not, and it's just gonna.
Look at Jim and Lee's reaction when they get to when Jim goes in to ask information in the autopsy room. There's still chemistry between them.
Yeah.
They're still both feeling it. Even though she denied it to Barbara when Barbara crashed the party.
Yeah, I was gonna say even her denying to Barbara like face to face saying, "Oh, I don't care for him. Mario's a better match because of this reason, this reason, this reason." I didn't buy it.
Mm-mm.
I
No.
didn't buy it.
No.
And Barbara wasn't buying it either. She knew exactly what was going on.
And Baby Bat Cat Fanatic in chat is saying that's a tongue twister in itself. Baby Bat Cat Fanatic in chat. Barbara and Lee face off was funny. And it was hysterical.
It was great. I'm glad Barbara just even showed up at that party. It's like, hey!
Like, there was really no reason for you being here, but I
No,
loved it.
none. I don't care.
We already knew everything that you said to Lee, and she already knows it. So
Because she's like, wait, I'm with him. No, maybe I'm with him.
Yeah.
tell whoever it was,
Yeah.
I went home early. But yeah, it was fantastic. I love that. And then the Nigma stuff, Isabella Nigma.
It's just
What
so
the
frustrating.
hell is going on here? Like, I am so confused.
A very twisted relationship is what that is.
Like, under this whole time, I was like, maybe Isabella is still Kristen.
That's what I keep saying, but I'm like, it's seeming more and more like she's just not, and she's just like a weirdo.
Hmm
But like, it's
I really
so,
wanted her to be Kristen because then it's easier to explain.
that's what I'm saying. It's
Right now,
so
she's
cheesy.
psycho.
Like it just seems like such like an old thing to do. Like, oh, it's not Cassie, it's Carol in a wig. Like it seems like such an old stupid trick to do, and it's not realistic. You know,
Yeah.
it's like I mean, and obviously, yes, I know it's a pre-Batman show, so how realistic is it going to be? But it's just like, what, you have like a fucking long lost twin somewhere in like North Dakota?
There has to be some
Just
correlation
looking up.
between the two of them. The
I'm sure
chances
there
are that they
is.
look identical like that, you know, because when she put on the glasses and she's like, "Oh, I'm going to a librarians convention," and I'm like, "Yeah, sure you are," and she's like, "Let me read you the schedule."
Because
Like,
that's real.
I'm like, okay, so if she reads the schedule, maybe I'll believe it. And she pulls the glasses out, she puts them on, and Enigma just freezes up. So it's possible she knew that he was going to freeze up and called bluff on reading the schedule in the first place.
Yeah.
Um, and I'm just like, is this Kristen? Is this like her sister, her cousin? Like, it's really bothering me. It's
I
bothering me.
know. Or, all right, let's get crazy here. So there's a guy who does face transplants, right?
Oh.
What if he like dug up Kristen's body, took her face, and gave it to this lady who was obsessed with Nigma from the get-go, and just like she took took her face to like get close to him?
That is possible because she loves every single one of his riddles, like
Yeah.
the egg riddle at the beginning.
Even the bad
Uh-huh.
ones.
Yep. She's been putting on the glasses, whatever. She's looking for his reaction. When Penguin goes to try to break them up because that's what Nigma wanted because of the weird kind of head thing he had when he saw Kristen in the mirror.
Yeah.
But you know, it was just like she dressed up later to look just like Kristen, and was like, "You're not gonna kill me." And she actually put his hands on her throat, and somehow that was really sexy, and things got all hot and heavy. But
Turned into sweet, sweet lovemaking.
yeah, it's like autoerotic asphyxiation or whatever.
You know it. She's into the weird shit.
The quiet ones are usually.
Huh.
I don't know. I mean, that's what people say.
I don't know. I kind of almost hope the thing I said is true about her, because if it's not, I'm gonna be real upset if it's just like, no, she just happens to look just like her with blonde hair.
Hmm.
You couldn't get another actor, or
Yeah. Well, the whole point is it's supposed to be like pushing Nigma to, you know, whatever. Like I get that. It's part of the story. But there has to be a correlation. Like it can't just be random. Like or it's going to be way too weird.
yeah, absolutely. And like she's got like weird little tendencies that make it seem like she'd be a stalker. You know, because she's got like that weird little that little paper thing of them holding hands and like all that kind of
Yeah.
kooky stuff. So like, I don't think we seen her house yet. We've seen her library, but
I don't think we've
maybe
seen
once
her
we get to her house, it's gonna be like in Jessica Jones, where like Kilgrave had all the pictures of her all over the place. It's gonna be the same thing, but with Nigma.
Either that or she moved into Kristen's old house.
Oh,
Okay.
that would be some shit.
I think Nigma would lose his brain at that point. He'd be like, "Ding."
I did some research and I found out more about her, and I figured, you know, maybe if I moved here, things would be, you know, different for us. And
No, no, stop it.
I mean, he would just take his brain out, put it in a jar, and leave. Just like,
I mean, that's what I would do.
yeah, that's too
It's
much.
so easy to do.
She is officially a stage 10 clinger at that point.
But yeah, I don't know. All in all, this was a very Barnes centric episode.
It's about time.
I kind of liked what went on. Yeah, I kind of like what went on between Barnes and Hatter. You know, the conversation, and he's like, "I see my sister," and
Yeah.
so we know
Yeah, it
his
was,
story isn't over. Like, we're still gonna get more from the Mad Hatter. This season.
Which I'm glad they broke the habit of churning through villains.
Mm-hmm.
So this is good.
Yeah, it's like
keep this
what happened to Mr. Freeze? Where did he go? You know?
Yeah. Well, he'll be back. I mean, it's.
Oh, I know. They'll all be back. It's just we get Penguin and Nigma now in our faces so much.
And they're not even really being villains right now. They're trying to be
Right.
normal and fitting into society. So,
Oh, I forgot. What about when uh, Isabella called Penguin out and was like, "Yeah, no, I know all about you and Enigma. Like, I could see it. I could see it in your eyes. You have feelings, and I'm not even mad." I'm like, did she just ask him for a three-way? Is that what
I
I
was
just
like,
heard?
I'm like, that just rope that all in together.
Yeah,
Huh.
it's kind of what I just heard.
Devil's threesome, baby. It's gonna be
well,
great.
old Penguin don't want none of that because he got her killed.
Yeah.
He don't
Well,
want none of that.
I don't know, man. It maybe in her head it'll work out, and then they're gonna be like, and Penguin's gonna be like, you know what? Yeah, no, I think I can do that. And they both go to Ed, and he's like, I left the oven on in Nebraska.
Yeah.
Pretty much. You guys have anything else for this episode?
I actually missed seeing Bruce because I want more of him and Selena because they're adorable.
They are adorable. I was really hoping
yeah.
to see more of Selena. I care more about
There
Selena
was-
than I do Bruce, but
Well, yeah, but I just kind of lumped them together now.
I think dealing with the like focusing on Barnes just for this episode basically kind of needed to be done, and there was no room for Bruce and Selena at this point.
Yeah. And I was glad they gave Barnes his spotlight because he's going to be very, very interesting. So
yeah, I agree.
and I
'cause
think
it was,
getting them next.
with it
episode.
being a Barnes episode, like everything that happened with Jim was still tied to Barnes, and because of that nature, it's the job that Barnes has, and we're dealing with all of Barnes's kind of circle, like the people at work, which is Lee and Jim and stuff like that, and then you had Barbara coming in and clearly had a thing with Lee, but that's also tied into the Jim thing, so it even though it was a Barnes episode, all the kind of extra stuff that we got was still in a way tied to Barnes, and
And then there's that random 20-second scene with Lucius just thrown in there.
yeah, I didn't really get that.
No.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
It wasn't
Lucius
even
is
20
here.
seconds long.
Hey, man.
It was just like,
I investigated this. Here you go.
yep.
Thanks, Lucius. Bye.
Yeah, it's more or
Litigator.
less just to let them know we didn't forget about you.
I came to work and got my paycheck.
Yep. Next episode is called The Executioner. Gordon and Bullock become suspicious of Barnes and comb through evidence of the murder at Lee and Mario's engagement party.
Oh, so I guess he is dead.
Yep. Enigma goes to Penguin when he hasn't heard from Isabella. Meanwhile, Ivy reveals her identity to Selena and Bruce, but quickly leads them to trouble.
Okay, we've been waiting for this.
We have.
We've been waiting for this. Well, I
Uh-huh.
have. I don't know
This
about
is
you guys.
why we don't put a 14-year-old into a 21-year-old's body.
Pretty much.
Mhm.
So,
See?
yeah. So I think that about does it. Nikki, where can the people find you?
They can find me at Twitter, at LadyVenom24, LadyVenom24.
Excellent. John, where can the people find you?
You can find me mysteriously in Chrissy's bedroom at No More on Twitter.
Getting
Is
a
it
room
really?
transplant.
Who knows when I'll leave?
You can find me down below at Phenomenon, PHENOMEDOM. There. Okay, thank you. I figured it may have just come with the territory of the
It comes
room.
with the room, yeah.
Okay.
You can find us all more on Facebook, Gmail, G+, Twitter, MySpace, and right here on YouTube at /ASO TV Podcast for some more podcasts for some of your favorite TV shows, games, and movies. Till next time.
More rage.
I'm actually kind of happy that they didn't go the easy route and make him Bane.
Yeah,
But we still want Bane.
We still want Bane,
Yep.
yeah.
we still want Bane, but